The hunters came out of nowhere, or so it seems. I was sitting at my kitchen table when I heard the front door open. At first I thought it was my wife, but it was instead the most terrifying thing I have ever seen. But after years of hiding out in my garage, all doors locked, and minimum windows accessible, you begin to ask yourself some personal questions, like, what is it like to be alone in one room forever? That answer is easy. It feels withdrawn and attaching to who you once were. It's unbecoming. What does it mean to not be able to sleep without fearing for your life? How does it make you feel when you shut your eyes with suspicion of what may be in the front, what may become in front of you when you open them? Before the hunters, the world was beautiful. Flowers bloomed, the wind smelled sweet, and the air tasted fresh. But after 2 years, the world was dry, and everything was dying, if not dead. The hunters only come out at night, though during the day is when I usually scavenge homes for food. Sometimes while I'm in the homes, I tend to look for leftover weaponry from the people who used to live there. No one was prepared for when they arrived. No one. The hunters came from nowhere. And no one knows how their reign began on Earth. It was the end of humanity, the end of our story here, the beginning of theirs. The sad part of it all is that these beautiful homes had families in there once. Places where husband would watch football, wives could sing to their children and sleep, and where kids could play with their new toys. What if you could hold your family again after losing them, even though you know you never could, ever again? So much for that. Some days were long. I would normally hit 3 houses a day before I would have to head back to my home. But the only thing about long days is that I would lose track on what time was. And as I said, hunters come out at night. How would you feel if you couldn't call for help without drawing attention to yourself? What if you were afraid to look out the window, to see what the world had become? What would it mean if you weren't afraid to die anymore? Not because you hate your life, because you know there isn't any hope left. I fought for this country once, to make it a better place. I know what it means to believe in hope, but now, no matter how hard you try, especially now, whenever the world is gone, it gives one time to think about the things you took for granted in your past life. Loved ones, employment, freedom, even your own thoughts and senses. All these little things. To be honest, something I took for granted was music, because I can't even remember what a song sounds like anymore. It's a thought I miss the most. But things I have taken for granted that I miss so dearly, that people forget these days. Like clean running water, the feeling of a warm shower, 3 meals a day, even toilet paper of all things, and an unlimited supply of food. But of all these questions of what's and how's, the biggest question has yet to be asked. Would you want to die or keep fighting, looking for that small ray, that minuscule silver lining of hope? Because would you rather die knowing you tried, or die realizing hope was a breath away?